Okay, right now what I'm about to do is show you the most luxurious way to eliminate anxiety and feelings of tension. This is literally the most luxurious way to do this. And no one will know that that's why you're doing it. In fact, that's not maybe, you will actually crave this like you crave juice. Even how you crave sometimes alcohol. Sometimes if you like, I guess in the office, you're doing busy work, or even if you're at school, you want to relax. And you can't just pull out some alcohol and say, oh yeah, I'm just going to drink this. You know, in the office, if you do that, you'll get kicked out. They'll say you're drinking on the job. And plus, alcohol is really not that healthy, generally. And I'll get into that later why I had said generally. So look, if you look here, Perrier water. What it does is Perrier water actually lowers the amount of adrenaline in the body. As you know, anxiety is caused by your body, your mental, your mental survival instinct, a conflict between your mental and emotional survival instincts and your mental and your mind. Your mind saying there's no threat here, but your body, I believe it's sympathetic nervous system is pumping adrenaline through you and saying, well, you feel anxious, and pumping adrenaline, the fight or flight hormone, and stress hormones, cortisol, into your body while you're sitting at work doing office work. And there's no threat there. It's just you sitting there doing office work, and it interrupts your concentration. It's like a bear is actually attacking you, and you actually have to sit there and tell your body, like, no, I'm doing this work, I gotta focus on this work. But instead, you're anxious. So what's the best way to relieve that? Well, a lot of people, they destroy the energy. They fire all their hormones in their body, all their feel-good hormones in their body to try to offset this. And they do this with very strong drugs. And if you don't know it, now you know sugar is a drug. So a lot of people, when they feel anxious, they actually pump themselves with sugar. Sugar makes you feel good, and also makes you crash later because of insulin. I made a whole video on that. If you go back and look at the video, probably do some more videos on it. But right now, this is about Perrier. Perrier, what it does, it is actually it's water from the source. They get it and it's already carbonated. The water is already carbonated when you get it, and it's what people, they use it. It's just a regular drink, just regular drinking water. So I think they said it's maybe the most popular water on earth. Very popular in Europe, very popular in America. If you're drinking Perrier water, not only will people not say, look at you and say, and maybe think, is he anxious? No, they'll say, wow, this guy's somebody. This guy has social. This guy has class. They think if you're drinking this water right here, I think you have class. I think you're a classy person, especially if you got the glass bottle. If you're drinking that, you look like you have class. It's mildly common, actually, and it's because of the minerals and the way it's naturally in it. If you're nervous, if you're really, really nervous, your adrenals will produce adrenaline. They're taxed. They're overperforming, which means they're weakening. This is very common, so don't feel bad about it. It's very common. They're actually weakening. Your adrenals are connected to your kidneys, which is your life force. So, by your adrenaline running through your system, it's excessive adrenaline is what causes anxiety. Excessive adrenaline. And if you drink Perrier water, you won't be as anxious. And actually, how you crave, a lot of the time when you're craving like juice or something, it's actually because you're slightly anxious. I know this because when I figured out how bad juice was for me, and that juice actually causes, when I say juice, I mean sugar. I mean refined sugar that's been cooked. I'm talking about your Pepsi Cola. I'm talking about your Welch's grape juice. I'm talking about your anything with refined sugar in it, especially high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is especially deadly because it makes you fat, and it's very addicting, even more addicting than just regular refined sugar. If you make Kool-Aid at home, then it's better than high fructose corn syrup. I could probably make another video just on high fructose corn syrup, how bad that is. But for all you out there who's trying to quit drinking sugar, sugar actually makes you more anxious because it throws it throws your blood sugar out of whack. It makes your blood sugar all out of whack, and that makes you very emotional. Eventually you'll get depressed. It burns pumps all the adrenaline, all your hormones and adrenaline. It makes your body, forces your body to shoot all those out. And that's why you do it. It feels good to have that rush of hormone. It's excitement. You put yourself on a roller coaster ride, and you do that when you're anxious and bored. And then you'll need some more later because your body will be in a low point after it's burned all its adrenaline and hormones. That's why it feels good to drink juice, because it's firing your hormones and endocrines in it when you first start drinking it. Also, your insulin gets fired, because if your body has sugar in it and it doesn't store this sugar and convert it to fat, it will poison itself without having sugar. By having sugar in the blood, that's what happens with people who are diabetic. They have too much sugar in them, so and their body is too weak to produce insulin because they've been overproducing it, so they die. But yeah, this Perrier water is incredibly subtly relaxing. And the reason is that it's from a natural source, water source, and it's full of minerals, sodium, calcium. And the thing about that is that since it's from a natural source and from nature itself, you know that these minerals will be the most bioavailable, most absorbable into the body. So if you have any mineral deficiencies or anything, which you probably do, I'm sorry, but the food just is not as nutritious as it was, especially if it's not organic. But yeah, so Perrier is a health drink. Also, it's not marketed as a health drink. It's extremely common. You actually crave it like you crave juice. So if you're trying to quit sugar, just get you, or better yet, if you're trying to quit pop, just get you some Perrier water. Replace all the pop in your house and all the juice in your house with Perrier water. Actually, that's the most important point of this video. Just replace all the pop and sugar in your house, all the unhealthy drinks, with the healthy drink, Perrier water. It's actually recommended in Dr. Von der Plaz's book, We Want to Live. Actually recommended for because it's so hydrating. Tap water is only about 10%. Only about 10% of tap water gets absorbed. This Perrier water is probably about 100% absorbable, since it has nutrients and minerals in it combined with water. That's how water has. It has to have minerals to work. It's also carbonated, so your pop drink is going to get that feel. And the carbonation, I'm not explaining it. The carbonation actually tastes better than the carbonation in pop, because the carbonation in pop is artificial. This has so many bubbles in it. They say it has 1 million bubbles. So many bubbles that it's delicious. If you can't take the bubbly taste, it's a little painful if you try to drink it. Just shake it up and make it that. Shake it up and it a couple times to take down the bubble flavor. It's not that good flat, oddly enough. But yeah, so if it's too, just shake it up, take the bottle, shake it up, and then untwist it, make that sound, close it again, and shake it up, and that's how you make the bubbles less intense. Unless you really like intense bubbles, which I kind of do. So yeah, when I started drinking this, if you're trying to stop drinking sugar, you'll notice that you'll get really anxious. So just grab you some Perrier water. And the Perrier water will you actually crave it. Like, you know how you have a craving for juice. You're like, oh man, I need me some juice. Need me some juice. Need me some pop. You know that craving you have for pop. Just replace that with Perrier water, and your health will literally skyrocket. And you'll be relaxed. It's almost like you've drunk alcohol, but not. You really have to experience it. I recommend everybody get this and just replace their juice and pop with Perrier water, especially pop. The difference is outstanding. You'll be able to quit sugar like this. Drinking sugar and pop, you'll be able to quit it like that. It also make you not anxious. Actually, before a party, I would actually drink this. So on Jonic.com, hope to see you there.